Well, 2018 is here, darling. 2017 is a thing of the past. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like these years are flying by. 2017 was just a big blur. It was a whole lot of going on, but it just honestly just flew by. I'm still not gonna completely get into 2018 until about March. That's when I'm gonna be like, okay, I think it's 2018 now, just because, darling, it's just I don't even know what to think. Since the 2000s got here, years fly by, darling. So what were y'all doing for New Year's? I had a very interesting New Year's, but you know, fun, all fun, with some friends. So yes, how was y'all New Year's? You guys put in the comments and tell me what y'all did for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and even take it back to Christmas. What y'all did for Christmas? Okay. So speaking of New Year's Eve, now the one and only, the legendary, the iconic Mariah Carey. Y'all know she did the Rockefeller. Is it Rockefeller? Whatever. The New Year's Eve bash on Channel 13. Yes, she did. Channel 13 is ABC, I believe. Whatever. So y'all know she did that 2017, bringing 2017 in. And y'all know how that went down, that whole performance. But Mariah, she came back with a vengeance. She is a strong woman, and she's not going to let y'all break her. So she came in with, she did, what she do? She did Vision of Love. And, what the hell else she did? She did Vision of Love. And then she did, Hero, I believe. For this New Year's Eve bash. And was it perfect? No, but it was good, and she sung live and she slayed. One thing that I find interesting about Mariah is that people seem to be very critical of Mariah, and it's probably because she set the bar so high, you know, in her prime. But it's just like people are way more critical of Mariah than they are of other artists. It seemed like Mariah can't do no wrong, or when Mariah does do well, nobody gives her credit, nobody cares. But it's a bad Mariah performance and it has millions of views. Like, the world is so messed up, it really is. But shouts out to Mariah Carey. Everybody knows that I'm a lamb. I love her to pieces. She is one of my biggest musical inspirations, if not the biggest musical inspiration besides my mother. So yeah, shouts out to you, Mariah Carey, and congratulations. Okay, so what else is going on, child? Let's see. We have Juju. Juju is on Love and Hip Hop New York. She used to be with Cameron. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Some people call her the Latina version of Gabrielle Union, Afro-Latina, chocolate, beautiful lady. Born in Brooklyn, raised in Miami. Juju, y'all know Juju. We be hanging with Yandy and stuff. But anyway, she just recently went on the Breakfast Club and, you know, had a conversation. Apparently, she had some issues going on with Cameron, her man that she's been with for I don't know how long, years and years, like 10 years plus. But you know, it was a situation where there was his new girl or somebody in his camp attacking Juju. Juju's sister got into it, called the girl a meth head. It was just a whole lot going on. But you know, I just wanted to bring a little spotlight to that whole situation. I know I didn't go into deep detail, because y'all can. I'll try to find the I'll find the interview of the Breakfast Club when she went on there and she explained everything in detail. But I just brought that up because Juju is an incredibly beautiful woman, and she is educated out the ass. She just recently got her master's, and she's going to get her doctorate degree after that. And I just love to showcase beautiful black women who's doing their thing and out there and is bosses. And it's unfortunate that she had Cameron's back, but Cameron didn't have her back. And you know, it's just messed up. It really, really is how a lot of these brothers leave their sisters out to dry all the time. It's a shame. It's a sin and a shame, darling. Okay, so what else is going on? Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes, she recently had a birthday party. I believe she turned 50. So shouts out to Nene. She looks great. I saw online, I believe it wasn't this time, but like a few years ago, whenever. But Nene is very good friends with Kiki Wyatt. And Kiki Wyatt had performed at her birthday party that year when she brought out Dondria and another girl who could sing as well. Y'all remember Dondria? I don't believe we were put together not to be together, and I don't believe there's anyone out there who can love me better, and I don't believe you know how much I'm missing your pretty smile. I know we've had our ups and downs. See, I gotta have you around me, 'cause I know what I want for my body. I dream about you when I sleep, yeah. You're the one for me. You're the one. You're the one for me, yeah, yeah. I remember Dondria. I think Jermaine Dupri was on her label. But anyway, yeah, she saw that. But anyway, this particular one, Nene turned 50. She had Kiki Wyatt sing again, and I just love Kiki Wyatt. Incredibly underrated vocalist for sure. Kiki Wyatt can out-sing all the girls that's out there on the radio now, and then some on top of that. There's just certain voices that just is iconic and incredible, and just I bow to thee, darling. And Kiki Wyatt is definitely one of those voices, along with, of course, Mariah, Whitney, Celine, Tony, Kelly Price, Ledisi, Tamia. I mean, I can go on, Deborah Cox. I can go on and on. But anyway, yes. Okay, so shouts out to Nene and happy 50th birthday. Also read online a little bit about the housewives and their salaries. Apparently, obviously, Nene got paid the most this time. Portia got paid the least. Shade. Kenya Moore, she would have got paid a lot more than what she did for this season 10 of the Housewives, but she didn't want to film her husband, so they cut her check in half. Candy is the second highest paid housewife, and a close neck to neck with her is Cynthia. Actually, boring ass Cynthia, but Cynthia definitely has filmed with her man. So I mean, I guess it's a big chunk of it. So shouts out to Cynthia for that whole situation. And shouts out to all the housewives, and the rest of them just fall in between. So you know, Sheree's just happy to be back, child. What else is going on? Try to say they got new information on Wendy Williams' husband. They caught him again doing stuff, and it's just, Wendy, at this point you just need to address it in public. Like, we all see each other. We all see you, Ma. I don't know how long you're gonna continue to suffer in silence, but something needs to be done about him, seriously, because he's ruining your name out here in these streets. Now, let's see what else is going on. So, the Great Xscape Tour. As you guys know by now, or you should know from watching my past videos, that I went to the Great Xscape Tour, which included Xscape, Monica Brown, and Tamar Braxton. Zonique and June's Diary. And Zonique is Tiny's oldest daughter. So, I went on the tour. It was great. It was fabulous. It was December 2nd. And so anyway, speaking of the Great Xscape Tour, this was their they're on their last leg of the tour. I believe their last date of the tour is January 6th, and I think that's in LA. But for New Year's they was in Atlanta, their hometown, all of them, except for Tamar, because they're from Maryland. So anyway, so we have the Great Xscape Tour now. Tamar decided to personally invite the Queen's Court on the Great Xscape tour, and the Queen's Court includes Khia and T.S. Matty, which I love the Queen's Court, by the way. And so Tamar, she invited them as her personal guests. Actually, Tamar and Vince, which is very interesting to me. And so they invited them, but word got around that Tamar was going to let T.S. Madison and Khia come up on while she was performing it and talk or whatever. Now, mind you, T.S. Madison and Khia, they're very no-holds-bars type of show. They talk about everything and everybody, but they're very blunt and aggressive. And, you know, you would think that the way that they talk, in particular Khia, you would think that she knows a lot of these people personally and, you know, have spent time with them because she's in the music industry and all that. You would think that, but they say a lot of the stuff is just for laughs and all the entertainment purposes. But she talks as if she knows exactly what's going on and exactly what she's talking about. And she says it's just for fun and entertainment purposes, which I believe it mostly is. But a lot of the stuff that Khia say, I believe is true. Just from like watching her and knowing her, not personally, but, you know, just from watching her up on here. And you know, being a fan of her music and all that. And, you know, they're in Atlanta. A lot of these people they talk about is Atlanta-based groups and entertainers and actors and whatever. So I think, you know, they definitely got some inside scoop, some inside tea on a lot of things, I feel. But, you know, they say it's all for entertainment, so whatever. But they are funny as hell together. They really are. But anyway, as we've learned that Khia, you know, she kind of had words for Toya and Regine, and we know that Toya and Regine is good friends with Tiny, of course. Right? Y'all remember Tiny and Toya's show. And Monica's very good friends with Tiny, with you know, of course, Tiny. And Toya and Regine, and, you know, the whole camp is basically a family show, the Great Xscape tour, pretty much. Everybody friends with each other. Everybody knows one another. So basically, Candy Burris, she got word that Tamar was getting ready to bring word that she was getting ready to bring T.S. Madison and Khia on stage, and she stopped it. Now, Xscape is the headliners on the tour, and Monica and Tamar and Zonique and June's Diary are the opening acts. So they, you know, got a little power, and obviously T.S. and Khia has had some choice words for Candy and Xscape and Tiny and Toya Wright and Regine Carter. So, you know, the whole little, you know, group or whatever. So Candy was in her feelings, and she decided to ban Tamar from bringing up Khia and T.S. Madison and Xscape. They said that Xscape as a whole, allegedly, apparently, that they said that T.S. Madison and Khia had weapons and had them escorted out. Now, Tamar and Vince asked them, did y'all want to stay and see the show? And they was just like, no, we don't want to stay and see the show. We leaving. So I was just like, Lord. So it's a mess. T.S. Madison put something on Instagram and said that you know, them Xscape cunts, they had you know, put us out the show, said that we had weapons and all that, and this is all, I'm sure this is all mostly Candy. And, you know, because I don't, just from watching them, it don't seem like Tiny cares about a lot of stuff, you know, in terms of like what people got to say about her, because I'm sure she's heard it all. So Tiny seems to, like, you know, not care and brush a lot of stuff off, but maybe it was Tiny as well. Because the T.S. Madison and Khia, they haven't said much about the sisters, Tamika and Latasha. But, you know, they definitely have went in on Candy. But I mean, Candy, like, girl, for you to say that, for you to allegedly say that they had weapons on them, Candy, you took it a little too far, sis. Like, stop. But, you know, we all know Candy hold on to 25-year beefs. Look how mad she was still at Tamika, child, and Latasha, as my friends say, Latosha. So, anyway, it was just a mess. And you know, Monica, she don't too much care for T.S. Madison and Khia either. Because, you know, they discuss whatever. on their show, and just like what I'm doing, just like what we all do as YouTubers or whatever, who do like hot topic shows, videos. So I'm just like, Lord, that was a mess. But yeah, Candy, she hasn't came out and said anything about it. But you know, this is all Candy and OLGs and Mama Choice them. We see each other. We do indeed. But shouts out to Xscape and everybody, because I love Xscape and I love Monica and Tamar and all those girls. But that was very petty and very nasty and very rude to put them out like that. Like, how this Tamar's guest, but you know, Tamar did it to be petty and spiteful towards Toya, right? Because we know that Tamar and Toya, they had their issues, and you know, they really don't like each other much. So, you know, Tamar was still being petty. And Tamar, with all the stuff that you got going on in your life, you do not need to be worried about nobody else, or you got time to be petty, sis. All this mess is going on with you. So what else is going on? I'm sure I can't wait till the Queen's Court so we can hear about all of the tea. But one thing I will say is that, you know, since they're becoming more popular, the Queen's Court and all that, a lot of folks is not going to want to fool with them and deal with them. But they are both self-made women. So, I mean, they're going to be good either way. But, you know, just don't expect no friendships out of these folks. Because you don't sit back and talk about them. And, you know, some folks just can't let it roll off their back like ducks. Okay. So, let's see. Tamar, child. Tamar. I don't know what's going on with you. 1 minute you with Vince, 1 minute you're not. Mama Braxton's still on, going, doing shows. She just went to Ricky Smile and saying that, you know, Tamar, you know, Tamar and her mom's very close, but, you know, she probably don't like all this tea that her mama's spilling. Vince recently got arrested on Christmas, allegedly. She even said it on the show, Tamar and Vince, that, apparently it was drinks involved, jealousy involved, but he got arrested for something, Vince, and it's just been a mess going on at the Braxton's household at the camp. Well, in particular, one Braxton. Now, I just don't understand. I don't know what's going on. I think eventually, I think that she was going to take Vince back at one point, but I don't know. It's just a mess. Then Tamar had put on her Twitter, I think it was Christmas, she had said, Vincent Herbert is having a baby, and his whore decided to let me know about it tonight. That stupid broke-ass whore should check public records on Christmas before she goes through with it. He called back despite of his protection order, begging in line, like he's hanging out with Joe and Roxy from BET. Oh yeah, that's credible. No shade, however, before you judge me, know the facts. He's a real piece of work. Shaking my head. Happy New Year, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Know that 2018 is a fresh start, and if I can leave this liar, you can leave yours too. Lord Christ Jesus. It's just, I don't know what's going on over there. It is a mess, and apparently, they say that Laura Govan from Basketball Wives and Gloria have, allegedly messed around with Vince once or twice. That's what they say. You know them Govan sisters. But I'm really shocked because I like Laura Govan. I like her more than her other sister Gloria. But if this is true, it's just a mess. And they show pictures of, you know, Laura, you know, being cool with Vince and Tamar. Show pictures of them together. And when Tamar was pregnant, I think Laura was at the baby shower. All that stuff, and child, it's a mess. Tamar say they saying that it's allegedly Gloria's friend who Vince got this baby by. I don't know, it's all alleged, child. Tawanda Braxton speaking out on it. You know, she always got something to say. When you have a whole bunch of family members, one of them talks. But you know, she's known as a secret squirrel. She keeps secrets. She's never keeping secrets like Babyface, but you know, she commented a little bit on it. A fan tried to attack her for liking a comment that was about Tamar or whatever. So, I don't know. It's just a mess what's going on in Tamar's household. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's tea. But it is a mess. I just hope that all this is not just for TV, just for ratings. I pray that, and she even said out of her own mouth at the Great Xscape tour, Tamar said that, you know, she wouldn't do this for publicity. She is going through a divorce right now, but they still working together. I mean, hell, they was working together, Tamar and Vince, to get Matty and Khia in there. And Vince is Xscape's manager now. He manages Xscape. But, you know, now you want to make Tamar your priority when it's time to be messy. You know, not with Khia, not Khia and Matty, but, you know, Tamar having disliking Toya and how Khia and Matty went in on Toya. So, you know, want to make a lot of allies with them and stuff. You know, let me get cool with them so that they can go light on me on the Queen's court. That's all that is. I don't know what's going on. I just pray that I just want to see we just need to see divorce papers at this point, because we tired of y'all. Seriously, Tamar. One minute you and Vince back together, the next minute y'all not. And I love Tamar. I have all her albums. Love and War, Calling All Lovers, and Bluebird of Happiness. I love me some Tamar. I love all the Braxtons. But we tired of this mess. One minute y'all together, one minute you're not. Fix it. Fix it. Either get together and stay together or leave it alone completely. We tired. Is anything else going on, y'all? So Matthew Knowles, y'all know he got 2 outside kids, and one of the girls, one of Matthew Knowles' baby mamas, you know, Beyonce and Solange daddy, one of the baby mamas had went on the inside or somewhere and they talked, and she said she'd been allegedly been messing around with Matthew since she was 16. And you know, he has a little girl about her, this pretty little girl that he had. Matthew makes some beautiful daughters, and he has another child, I think another daughter about this another girl, but this one girl, she wants attention bad. And they got the little girl up on TV doing the single ladies dance and saying she wants to meet her big sister Beyonce and all this stuff. I say, when is God coming home? Because this is a mess. And putting all that pressure on Beyonce to meet her little sister. That's not Beyonce's issue. That's not. If Beyonce, when this little girl get grown, or when one day Beyonce want to meet the little girl, she can. But until then, let it go, lady, and stop being thirsty. And they say that one of Matthew's baby mamas, one of the girls used to be good friends with Solange. So Matthew, you messing around with girls or women that's your daughter's age? A mess. A mess. I just can't. I just want them to take all these men and just chop their members off and throw them amongst the forest, and you know, they wouldn't have anything then. Nothing but a tongue. Hey. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video that this is Chalaki News. I just been talking, child. But yes, Chalaki News. You know, hot topics, whatever's going on in the world that I want to talk about, entertainment wise, you know, related, whatever. So yes, child. But everything that I talk about will be in the bottom bar below. And that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at Xscape, Instagram, and Twitter. At Xscape89 on Snapchat. Chase Him on Facebook and all that good stuff. Yeah, y'all stay tuned. Happy New Year. Bye.